Good evening, Dr. Davis of class. So tonight we're going to talk about the old pool area at Delta State, and I have to confess I'm kind of nosy. I've actually walked in there several times and kind of looked around and kind of looked at the area. And me and my buddy Nick Franey, we did that last year in the spring a few times, and I think we actually mentioned to you before, Dr. Davis, me and Nick both, that our idea of a way to use that space would be to turn it into like urban farming. And the reason, like, I was first introduced to urban farming about 2 years ago when I was working for the Health Warrior Project in New York City, putting on different dinner parties and stuff like that. He was really good friends with my buddy Misha. Was really good friends with Square Roots Urban Growers in Brooklyn, New York, and we got to go to Square Roots several times and get some fresh produce, and um, it was an awesome experience. Basically, it's this farm in shipping containers in the middle of Brooklyn, New York, and they're growing fresh produce and greens and mushrooms. Some of the best mushrooms I've ever eaten in my life, like lion's mane mushrooms and some other deals that we were cooking at these dinner parties, and it was a really neat experience. And I was kind of thinking about maybe combining that idea with, people in the Delta are already very experienced growers and have experience with growing produce and growing different things like that. And why not be on the cutting edge of, you know, allowing these people who already have, this type of knowledge, this knowledge base of growing and doing things like that, and then combine it to where, they don't have to stay in the Delta the rest of their lives. They can go, they can get an education, they can learn about urban farming, and they can literally go wherever they want to in the entire world, whether it's New York City or San Francisco or Dallas, Texas, and be in the middle of a big city and still be able to use their skill set and be good at it and create something for themselves. So first off, I need to kind of explain. I kind of went into it a little bit without really explaining what it really was. Urban farming is growing or producing food in a city or heavy populated town or municipality. Urban farming is not community gardening, which a lot of times gets confused. Urban farming is like mass producing food for a lot of people. And one of the things that I think that this would help is, we just opened a brand new cafeteria on campus, which is gorgeous and beautiful. Instead of always leasing out that cafeteria to, Sodexo or some other company, I have been told that when Delta State did their food themselves in the past, that they actually made money off the cafeteria. So if we could somehow use that space to grow some food, I'm not saying that that area would be sufficient for all the food that's needed for the cafeteria, but if you're already making a profit and you're using this food that students are growing, you're helping educate students, and you're going to be able to save even more money for your school, and also you're going to be able to eat some really fresh and really good food, organic food, and you're going to know where it's coming from. You're going to know what's being put in it, and I really think that that is a space, and it has all the space and everything you need. I promise you, it's got a lot more space than some of these shipping containers in New York City. You could really get something done there, and I think it would be a great use of the space, and I think it would help Delta State as a whole. So, hope y'all enjoyed my ideas and my thoughts. So, thank you.